Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm spiritual coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, August 7th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me this morning or whenever you listen to this. I hope you are well. If you're new to this podcast, welcome. Please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com, as well as I'm on Facebook under Lisa M. Hopp, Spiritual Coach and Medium. I'm also at Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp, TikTok under Lisa Hopp, and of course you may be listening to this on YouTube. And if you are, please like, subscribe, and share. Please, it just means so much to me. It's a great way of service of others, especially if you connect with it and you hope that it can connect to somebody else as well or help them in some way. And for those of you coming back again every week, thank you so much. I do appreciate you, and I mean that. And I just appreciate the comments and the likes, and it's wonderful. Thank you. So, as can happen, I come up with the topic sometimes the day of. And with this particular topic, it's really based on what I have been personally concentrating on myself over, in a disciplined kind of way this last week, and probably even more than a week, and that is energy and how important it is to protect our energy, to feed our energy, to make sure our energy is not being drained, to really use it wisely. Because you see, we are connected to each other. We're connected as a universe to each other, as a world, as an earth. So it's so very important to make sure that you're not carrying around the energies of others. You've probably heard about entering a room and feeling the negative energy in the room. And a wise teacher would say to you, if you feel that negative energy, get out of there, depart. Don't allow yourself to absorb it or be a sponge to it. That whole energy, we all do that. And sometimes the energy that we think we're experiencing is somebody else's. Sometimes when you're sad, it is not yours. It's somebody else's that you have tapped into in some way. Maybe just by being around them or thinking of them or they thinking of you. So it's very important to do HR meetings with ourselves and to say, how do I feel today? In 5 minutes, no TV on, no radio, nobody else around, just 5 minutes of silence, and tune into yourself and ask yourself, how am I? How do I feel? And then if you do feel something that that isn't happiness and joy and calm, where is that coming from? You can ask yourself that. Where is it coming from? Your subconscious mind knows if it's really yours or if it's coming from somebody else. And if it is yours, why? And then you go about working on it. Let's say you feel an anger about someone. You go to work on it. And how do you go to work? Well, you start to talk yourself up a ladder. I don't deserve this feeling. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't their fault. That was a long time ago. Perhaps they didn't mean it. Anything that gets you into a better feeling place is the way to go. It doesn't mean you're supposed to ignore the feeling. You can allow yourself to feel it, and you can allow yourself to release it through tears or through punching a pillow or however else you want to release it. I find it's good to talk it up, to raise the vibration. And then you get into a better feeling place, and then what you're attracting in your life, what you're exposed to, is better and healthier. And also, when you enter that room, you'll know, this is not mine, this is theirs. Let me get out. Or when you're around that person, this is draining me. Step back. Because there are energy vampires. Now, sometimes energy vampires are people that are naturally energy vampires. They were born that way and they'll always be that way. And then there are some around you that are just going through things. That can be an energy vampire. Grief. In some way, whether it be about a loss to heaven, or perhaps a loss in their life, such as a divorce or a job change or something like that. So maybe they're temporary energy vampires. But the ones that come around, and you'll know it, is you'll know if every time you spend time with them, you go, God, that was draining. That was work. That was hard. It is very important to protect yourself from that. If it's somebody that you have to be around, then keep your vibration high. If you know they're about to arrive, put some white light around you. That will keep you more protected from them. Try to, I know what I do. I'm smiling about it, but I also do this. I will look at them with what I call my talk show host face. But I'm not really hearing, I'm not really absorbing. I'm giving them the courtesy of the interaction between us, my courtesy, but I'm not really investing myself in what they're feeling, because then it becomes mine. And I don't mean, in the way when someone's going through something, they're a friend. I mean, I'm talking about energy vampires, where their lower vibration, you get into it, and now it's twirling within you. So I will often give them attention, but not with my conscious mind, not with my emotions or my feelings. There's a wonderful teacher that I've recently discovered. He was a Hindu monk, and his name is Dandapani, and that is Dandapani, I believe. And he is on YouTube. And he talks about energy vampires. Actually, I believe next month in September he has a book coming out that addresses them. So it might be worth checking out. But what he said once, which makes me smile, is that when he knows an energy vampire is, let's say he's walking down the street and they come up to him. When they ask him how he's doing, he says very well, but he doesn't ask them, and I am paraphrasing, he doesn't ask them how they're doing, because he knows it's going to turn into an energy vampire moment. It's going to change the energy. He's going to feel it. He will wish them a good day, and he means it. He'll wish them many blessings that day, but he will not invest in hearing about them, hearing from them, about how things are going in their life, because it drains his energy. And you can tell if you're with an energy vampire if they drain your energy. If you leave someone and you don't feel drained or you don't feel uplifted, that's okay. If you leave someone and you feel uplifted, that's wonderful. And spend more time with them if you can, because that's what's the best to happen. That is what is for the best. But some people, as I said, they don't mean it. They don't realize they're doing it, actually. Maybe they're going through something, and I bet you even the energy vampires don't know that they're like it, that they're doing it. But it's important for us to protect our spirit, because They may not know that that's who they are and what is happening, but they're living their lives in lower vibration. They're living their lives attracting more of what they don't want rather than what they truly do want. It is so important to be of a higher energy, because then we're aligned with greater things. We're aligned with the abundance, the prosperity, the love, the health. You cannot heal health from a place of negativity. You cannot attract wealth from a place of negativity. It has to be a place of higher vibration, of positivity, of feelings of abundance, of feelings of well-being, of feelings of love for everything and everyone. And so if you're down in that, you're not in that attractor factor mode. And so I've really been watching the energy. And not only am I watching it with people, but I am really blunt about saying no. Or I can say yes too. Now sometimes I want to say yes, but I have to say no because of a scheduling issue or something. But if I feel something's going to drain me, I'm out. Because I understand the need to be in that higher vibration, that alignment. And I want to be. I want to have my life as positive as possible, as aligned with great things as possible. When I'm in a higher vibration, my work is better, my health is better, my life is better, my relationships are better. So that's worth protecting myself. I may still greet you, but I'm marching away fast. Right? And thankfully, in my work, I don't really I get drained, but I get drained through using my body and my mind and my being. Thankfully, I don't get drained by people through their energy a whole lot, but when that happens, I give myself time to raise it back up again. And I, try to protect myself from it happening again in some way. And so it's so important. Pay attention to your body. We're in a time in our world where we are becoming more sensitive, where the veil is thinning, where our intuition is stronger. You're probably noticing that yourself, that maybe you're more sensitive to things, maybe you're more emotional, maybe you are seeing or feeling or knowing that your departed loved ones are with you more than ever. That's the new world that's coming here, that's in the process of landing. It's pretty much here, and it's just gotta land completely. So our bodies are evolving, they're transitioning into this new, lighter earth. And yes, there are transitions going on, and if you listen to my podcast every week, you know, I've said this before, some of those transitions mean more anger, more violence, cycles of the past coming back to heal. That's all necessary in a divine change happening to this earth. But also happening within this divine change is the very structure of our physical bodies is changing. You may find yourself drawn to different foods or, new interests. And I don't mean necessarily hobbies, just wanting to learn more. Maybe you don't understand why you feel the way you do about certain things. This is all part of those changes. And so my body is actually an incredibly sensitive body. And I noticed it even, 12 years ago. where I started being unable to attend certain gatherings because it was like the energy is too much. It's just too much, and my body wasn't capable of being able to handle it. So I had to almost, take it event to event, moment to moment, and listen to what my body needed and what it was telling me. Now, it doesn't mean I don't do groups or gatherings. I will, I do. It just means that I have to be very protective of myself. I have to make sure that I eat right, that I get, I'm out in nature, that I get the rest I need. I have to be prepared for my day to day. But even though I do spiritual work, it's really becoming that way with everyone on earth. We just have to watch ourselves more, but that doesn't mean that part is negative. It's really very good, because the more you take care of yourself, the better healthier you eat, the more you meditate, the more you rest, the more you stay away from lower energies, the greater your intuition will be, the faster you manifest, the happier you'll be. So there's many rewards to watching out for the energy. Now, I'm aware that sometimes the most draining energy around us are family, or perhaps bosses, current bosses. Sometimes we can't just exit the room completely or exit a person completely, but we can protect ourselves. We can give ourselves space. We can be in the present moment, because that is, when you're in the present moment, you're connected to that source which regenerates, which has that higher energy. So do not allow yourself to be involved to drama. Do not allow yourself to stress, to worry. If you're in the present moment, you won't. Keep trying as much as you can to be in that present moment. And yes, sometimes when you need space, give yourself space. That's so very important, to give yourself space when you need it. Maybe that's a walk, maybe that's a day away, maybe that's a weekend away, maybe it's a week away. Whatever you need, the spirit and taking care of it is so, so very important. The more energy you have, the more you get done, the more you can serve, the happier you will be, the healthier you will be. It is like a super steroid manifestation tool. There's just so many good rewards to it. So it's worth that investment to yourself. Now, every day, Monday through Friday, I post on my Facebook business page, and I post on Instagram, and I put reminders about these topics. And just today, I put the reminder of it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. It may be hard for the person hearing the no, but you have to do you, all right? No one else is going to look out for you the way that you're supposed to look out for you. So it's very important to do what's right by your spirit, right? And it can be hard. It can be hard for me to say no. I used to grapple with it a lot worse, but now it's getting easier and easier and easier, because I don't like to let people down. I'm always concerned I'm not going to be fun. Maybe you're naturally a people pleaser, but whatever it is, when you know the right answer is no, you have to say it. And I'll tell you that if you honor yourself like that enough, people will respect you. People will admire it. They may not like it at first, but then they'll really like it, because it's a part of them that they wish they had It's a part of them they wish they had, that they could do more, and they can. Of course they can. And so, protect that energy. And if you also look out for your energy, you will be able to have such mastery over your life. Your gut will tell you when it's a good move, when it's not a good move, where you should move, who you should be with in your life, all of that. It'll just provide you so much help, so many answers. It's so beneficial. And what I was saying before about this world and how we're all connected, it's so very easy to get into the masses, or what we perceive as the masses. But normally what we think are the masses tends to be the more negative, because they're louder. Those that are negative tend to be louder. Underlying all the time is higher consciousness, and higher consciousness always wins out. It may not look like it at times, but it always has, and it always will. You contribute to higher consciousness by taking care of your spirit, your energy, your will. It is the way that you can change the world. Because if you feel higher inside and love inside, it overflows out. And yes, when you're feeling good, overflow it out. Send it out to other states and other countries and other people. You can send it wherever you want it to go. And we should be praying for each other. You should be praying even especially for those that you don't like. Because that's the only way to bring change, is to send positive, prayerful, healing energy towards it. So how do you change the world? By being the highest consciousness version of you. That's it. Peace inside leads to peace outside. Health inside leads to health outside. Love inside, love outside. It's how it's done. As Einstein said, you can't, well, I'm paraphrasing again. You can't change the world with the same energy and mindsets. You have to change it up. You have to raise it up. If you want your boss to do the best they can by you, you have to send them that higher energy, not complain, not hate your job, not worry, not talk about how you can't afford things or life isn't fair. When you do that, you get more of that. Higher consciousness will give you what you deserve. It's really, really, really worth it. And not only that, it's an act of self-love. To truly love yourself is to protect your energy. Keep the vibration high. Say no when you want to. Say yes when you want to. That's the highest form of love that you can give to yourself. And then it overflows out to others. And then it comes back to you like a wonderful flow. Isn't that exciting and amazing and wonderful? Yes. Today, whenever you hear this, ask yourself, how do I feel? And if you're not in a place of contentment, peace, and joy, see what you can do to raise yourself up to it See what you can do to be in the present moment and maintain it. Get filled with self-gratitude, appreciation, self-love. So, so, so very important. You'll see changes around you, by the way. The inside changes the outside, as I said. It will maybe minimal at first, but you'll see the changes. And that's when life gets real fun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a day of many blessings, a week of many blessings. And once again, if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. Follow me on the business page of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'd appreciate it so very much. I am thankful for each and every one of you. And once again, yes, please visit my website for information about my services, lisahopp.com, lisahopp.com. Thank you, and have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you next time.